October 19th through the 21st. As you saw from the photo for this video, now that flounder season is closed, they are abundant. And when I say abundant, I mean they're hitting everything. When you catch 2 flounder on sand fleas and both of them are good size, it means there's a lot of flounder in the surf. They're chasing the mullet. If you haven't been into the local beaches the last few days, the mullet are everywhere, folks. From inches of water out deep. Big Spanish are falling, redfish, speckled trout, lots of flounder, bluefish, sharks. Imagine there's a few kingfish off the beach too, behind the breakers. Little cold spell here. Hey, Big Ben. Water temperature is around 79 now. 79 in Fernandina, and I saw 80 degrees in Flagler. So slowly it's dropping, and it'll continue to do so as our daylight hours get shorter and we get overnight lows in the 60s every night, which would be nice. It'll drop that water temps. But we had a report Monday afternoon. I was down in Ponte Vedra, I got a video, and I checked out Jack's Beach Monday evening. Water's beautiful, guys. It's sandy green to clear green. Northeast winds about 10 miles an hour Monday afternoon. And for Tuesday, Wednesday, they're calling for east 7 to 10. And then on Thursday, southeast 5 to 10. So honestly, water's going to be nice the next 3 days. So you need to get your stuff, get out there. Fish the lower tides right now. We do have a full moon, so the tides are going to be running high again. In fact, I was working this morning and was in Neptune Beach. There's a high tide and the water was near the dunes up in Neptune Beach, so it'd be pretty hard to fish. A lot of beach erosion in certain places along the coast from the last few fronts and systems we've had that have brought some northeast winds and swells. But the fish are there. There's over the weekend, minus Saturday. Saturday, the water is very clean and there were quite a few pompano caught. I wouldn't say killed them, but there were definitely some nice keepers caught, a couple 3-pounders I was told. Ben, it's good in South Ponte Vedra. There's some pompano, some whiting, Spanish Max down there. There's sand fleas and mullet down there for bait. And all the local bait shops guys are loaded up with local shrimp out of the river. So if you want shrimp, don't buy frozen. Go into the bait shop, and if they don't have the fresh dead right off the boats, buy a couple dozen live. Put them on ice if you don't want to use an aerator, and those whiting, drum, reds, and pompano, eat those up as well. But the next few days, get out there and fish. Winds are coming down. The surf height is coming down at 1 to 2 foot. So fishing should be phenomenal. There should be some good reports the next few days of pompano caught. And bring your cast nets if you want to throw a mullet out, because there's a lot of fish eating them right now. A lot of 15, 16-inch trout with an occasional 19 to 20-inch up and down. If you're around the inlets, all the way from Fernandina south to like Matanzas, the inlets will tend to hold bigger fish as they stage up in those areas waiting for those mullet to exit out of the rivers and inlets. So if you live around any of those, put a mullet out there. You might even hook a tarpon. There's been a few tarpon caught the last few weeks just using a fish finder rig with a mullet. Just make sure you have the right rig, right leader, because if you've never hooked a tarpon, guys, it's pure power, and if you have too light of a leader, it'll cut right through it. It'll chafe it away. But I think that's all I got. It's sort of a short report. Fishing's picking up. Shrimping's picking up. I saw in the river a few good reports on social media Sunday evening and Monday. Lots of big shrimp. So if you don't want to hit the surf, you can hit the river, go get some shrimp. Mangroves are still biting good. Some nice reds. The trout are starting to bite now that the weather's changing, cooling off a little bit. I checked out the river as well on my lunch, right before my lunch break today, and streams of mullet in the river too, in the Beach Boulevard area. Perfect size, 3 to 4 inches, and that's what size they're on the beach as well. So Lots of mullet around, plenty of bait. And of course, the flounder are going nuts. Just remember, you cannot keep them. Yeah, Ben, I would go down there. That's a good area to fish. There's a deep drop off pretty much in most of Ponte Vedra right now, got for Ben and for anyone else fishing that area. A lot of erosion has occurred in Ponte Vedra, but it's good for fishing. There's a nice little trough running up and down the beach now. I was gonna say, from what I heard, FWC wrote a couple of tickets for people keeping flounder on the beach today, or I should say Monday. Don't keep flounder, guys. What they say is ignorance of the law is no excuse. We've been putting it on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page just to let y'all know, because there's still a lot of people that did not realize you cannot keep flounder right now. It's closed here in Florida, and it stinks because, of course, the fish are going crazy. I had a buddy had to release several on Saturday, 22, 23, 24-inch flounder. I mean, and it's bad because in some areas where you're fishing, that might be all that's biting on the mullet. You can't even get anything else to it because the flounder is so stacked. But we hope that this closure will only lead to better fishing in the open months. So we'll know soon enough, guys. If you got any questions or comments, leave them. We'll try to get a water report up Tuesday afternoon. I don't expect much to change. It should be really nice. Yeah, Ben, the flounder are closed. Another thing a lot of people don't realize, bluefish. It was 10, the limit was 10 for so long, guys. It's three bluefish per person now, per day. Don't forget that, just 3. And I do believe they have redfish on the docket now. They're talking about something with the limits for redfish. So look it up if you have, you want to voice your complaint with them. Find out where their next meeting is and show up and let them know how you feel about the redfish. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back Tuesday afternoon and try to get you a nice water report and hopefully a good sand flea report. Monday afternoon, I was able to find them, but man, they were deep, and I actually had to use the assistance of a sandpiper. I saw him catching a few, so I went where he was and dug them up. I believe it's November 30th, so October 15th to November 30th. So right in the middle of the big boy run. But you know what? If it helps the rest of the year with lots of flounder, I'll be okay with it. All right, guys. Have a good one, Ben, and tight lines. We'll catch y'all later.